Hello viewers, this is ICSE Physics solution with keywords. This is a previous year question, past year's question. So we start with number 1. If you haven't subscribed my channel till now, if you haven't shared any of my channels, please do this. Please do this so that you can get this kind of videos again and again. So first question is number A, state to and define the SI unit of power. Number 2 is, how is horsepower related to this unit? The answer, the first answer is SI unit of power is watt, and the definition is power developed when 1 joule of work is done in 1 second. Horsepower, 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. Now B, state the energy changes in each of the following: an electric iron, a ceiling fan. In case of electric iron, the electric energy changes into heat energy, and in case of ceiling fan, the electric energy changes to kinetic energy. Now C, this is the figure given. This is effort, this is load, and this is fulcrum. To which class of lever does this belong? The first question is, which class of lever does this belong? If the effort is on one side, if the fulcrum is on another side and load is in between, the lever is second class lever. Without changing the dimension of the lever, if the load is shifted towards the fulcrum, means load is shifted towards the fulcrum, that means the load arm decreases. If load is shifted towards the fulcrum, what happens to its mechanical advantage? So we know that mechanical advantage is equal to effort arm by load arm. So effort arm increases, load arm decreases. That means mechanical advantage increases. D, why is the ratio of velocities of light of wavelength 4000 angstrom and 8000 angstrom in vacuum is 1:1? And 2 is, which of the above wavelengths has a higher frequency? The reason for the first is because in vacuum both the velocities are equal, so their ratio is 1:1. Number 2, which of the wavelengths has higher frequency? The 4000 angstrom has higher frequency. E, name the unit of physical quantity obtained by formula 2k by v square, where k is kinetic energy and v is the linear velocity. And number 2 is, why is motion of body moving with constant velocity around a circular path said to be accelerated? So SI unit, this is, what is the formula? The answer is kg, or any unit of mass. Number 2 is, the reason, because velocity of the body changes continuously. Whenever a body is moving in a circular path, the velocity of the body constantly changes. And since this changes the direction of motion also changes. So we come to the next question. Next question is, define heat capacity and state its SI unit. The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of a given mass of a body by 1 degree Celsius is heat capacity. The unit is joule per Kelvin. B, why is the base of a cooking utensil generally made thick? The reason is to raise the thermal capacity so that it imparts sufficient heat at low temperature to the food and keeps the food warmer for longer duration after cooking. C, this is a problem. A solid of mass 50 gram at 150 degrees Celsius is placed in 100 gram of water at 11 degrees Celsius when final temperature recorded is 20 degrees Celsius. Find the specific heat capacity of the solid given that specific heat of water is 4.2 joule per gram degree Celsius. So here is the answer. We know that heat lost by the solid is equal to heat absorbed by the water. So this is the way we do the problem. So the answer is 0.58 joule per gram degree Celsius. D. How is refractive index related to the real and apparent depth and velocity of light in vacuum? The refractive index is equal to real depth by apparent depth. In other words, refractive index is equal to velocity of light in vacuum divided by velocity of light in the given medium. E. State the conditions required for total internal reflection to take place. The conditions are: light ray should travel from a denser to a rarer medium, and number 2, the angle of incidence should be greater than the critical angle. Question number 3. A. Another problem. An electric bulb of resistance 500 ohm draws a current of 0.4 ampere. Calculate the power of the bulb and potential difference at its end. The formula for power is I square R, that is 80 watt, and the formula for potential difference is equal to I into R, that is 200 volt. B. State 2 causes of energy loss in a transformer. Here we have given 3 points. One is hysteresis loss, another is eddy current loss, the third is resistance of the primary and or secondary coils. You have to write any 2 from here. So coming to the next question. C. State 2 characteristics of good thermionic emitter. Number 1 is thermionic emitter has low work function and high melting point. D. State 2 factors upon which rate of thermionic emission depends. Number 1 is surface area, number 2 is temperature of the surface. We have given the third one, that is work function. You have to write any 2 from here. E. When does the nucleus of an atom tend to be radioactive? Here we have given many choices. So you can write any 2 from here. You can write any 2 from the previous one, like that. So when the atomic number is greater than 82 and imbalance of protons and neutron as compared to normal stable atom. This is the answer. Now coming to the question number 4. Name the factor that determines loudness of sound and pitch of the note. The factor that determines the loudness is intensity or amplitude of sound wave, and the pitch depends on frequency of the wave. B. A certain sound has frequency of 256 Hz and wavelength of 1.3 meter. Calculate the speed with which the sound travels. Now see the speed. V is equal to 256 into 1.3, that is 332.8 meter per second. Now see, what are damped vibrations? Name the phenomenon that causes a loud sound when the stem of vibrating tuning fork is kept pressed on the surface of a table. Number 1. What is damped vibration? The periodic vibrations of decreasing amplitude due to presence of resistive force. And the name of the phenomenon is resonance. Which class of lever will always have mechanical advantage greater than 1 and Y? Class 2 lever, always. Why? Because effort arm will always be greater than the load arm. E. A uniform half meter rule balances horizontally. Half meter rule means 50 centimeter. Balances horizontally on a knife edge at 29 centimeter mark when a weight of 20 gram force is suspended from one end, that means 50 centimeter mark. What is the weight of half meter rule? Now this is the center of gravity, that is X, the distance between this is 29 minus 25, that is 4. So x into 4 is equal to 21. 21 means 50 minus 29 is 21 and 20 gram force is the weight. So x into 4 is equal to 21 into 20, therefore x is equal to 105 gram force. So this is the solved questions from previous year physics ICSE. Thank you, thanks a lot. Please share the video to as many students as possible, as many friends as possible, and see you again with another lucrative video. Thank you.